People in Japan take for granted access to clean, safe water and sanitation facilities like toilets. Approximately 780 million people worldwide are without access to safe drinking water, and around 2.5 billion of them lack access to toilets. Every year, approximately 1.5 million children under the age of 5 die of diarrhea. Meanwhile, climate change is causing more extreme and frequent water-related natural disasters, leading to enormous damage around the world. Water and sanitation problems are a life and death issue for millions, demanding urgent measures to improve the situation. Japan is at the forefront of the world in water and sanitation and is taking on these issues from many angles. JICA, which undertakes official development assistance on behalf of the Japanese government, has 4 objectives for its water and sanitation initiatives. Addressing not just drinking water, but a wide range of water uses, including agriculture, industry, and hydroelectric power, JICA promotes integrated water resources management. For example, even if safe drinking water is available, without accompanying measures to prevent water-related disasters and protecting the hydrology, flooding and water contamination remain a threat. Integrated water resources management is a process which promotes the coordinated development and management of water, land, and related resources in order to maximize economic and social welfare in an equitable manner without compromising the sustainability of vital ecosystems and the environment. JICA promotes integrated water resources management by conducting numerous studies that provide the foundation for this approach. In 9 countries, including Malaysia, Kenya, and Nigeria, JICA has assisted in the formulation of national water resources master plans. The Kingdom of Cambodia is located on the Indochina Peninsula. The capital city, Phnom Penh, with 2.2 million people, was once known as the Paris of the Orient. It sits at the confluence of the Mekong and Tonle Sap rivers. The existing water supply facilities in Phnom Penh began with rebuilding from more than 20 years of civil war that started in 1970. To rebuild this infrastructure, JICA first supported the formulation of a water system plan for Phnom Penh. Then came an intensive investment in facilities in accordance with that plan. JICA also collaborated with the Kita Kyushu City Waterworks and Sewer Bureau to enhance the technical skills of Cambodian personnel. Now, the Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority is one of the leading water utilities in Asia. One man has been instrumental in the dramatic improvement of Phnom Penh's water services.
It was really big challenges in my life when we start to work in the water supply of Phnom Penh. The water supply of Phnom Penh was almost bankrupt when I was here because the non-revenue water was accounted of over 70%.
Non-revenue water is the difference between the amount of water put into a distribution system and the amount of water billed to consumers.
We are around 6. From 72% in 1983, we reduced it gradually. And we are today around 6% of water losses.
Technical cooperation from JICA between 2003 and 2006, along with investment in water supply facilities, has brought Phnom Penh's non-revenue water ratio down to 6%, which is at developed country levels. To reduce the non-revenue water ratio and to keep it low, regular maintenance of water pipes is essential. To eliminate leaks, a leak repair team is on duty 24/7. This measure was put in place with JICA's technical cooperation.
We need to continually repair the leak on time. Whenever we heard about any leaks, wherever the leak is, our people dedicated to be on site, not later than 2 hours after information.
The leak repair team is on standby 24 hours a day for duty at the site of a reported leak within 2 hours. Repair work continues until the leak is completely fixed. Water meters that measure the amount of water usage undergo a battery of tests before they are installed at water users' premises. They are regularly maintained to ensure that error rates are kept below 3%. This helps keep the non-revenue water ratio extremely low.
We start a standard operating procedures in order to control proper water meter readings, water meter change, to keep the record of the water meter accurate.
A standard operating procedure, or SOP, was put in place with JICA's technical cooperation in collaboration with Japanese water utilities in Kitakyushu and other cities. The SOP covers water meter maintenance as well as many other tasks.
標準作業手順書というのを作りまして、で、それは最初は我々専門家と PPWS のスタッフと共同で作っていって、一応文書で一時手順を書いてこういうふうにするんだよって、で、一応それを残して帰ってきたんですけど、でも彼らはその翌年か多分すぐに自分たちで経験したなりでちゃんと改善していっていってモディファイしていっていると。で今は多分自分たちが作ってると。もう全てモディファイして多分自分たちのやり方でいいやり方に多分やり方でやってるということではもう多分全て吸収して自分たちのものにしているっていうことは言えると思いますね。
With the support of Japan, the Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority became self-sufficient and is now working to extend water service to the poor.
We care about the poor. We supply the water to every poor community whenever we are able to do it.
This house just had water service installed. By waiving water connection fees for poor households, the authority is delivering safe water to more people. To cope with increasing water demand driven by population growth, the Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority, backed by JICA, revised its master plan in 2006. With yen loans from Japan, the authority is constructing the Nirot Water Treatment Plant.
This treatment plant have a very high efficiency in time of operation because now we have only from the northern part of the city. When we supply to the southern part, the pump will use a lot of energy consumption. So therefore now we design that south and north should have the treatment plant in order to reduce the energy cost for the operation.
When completed, the plant will allow for a more efficient water supply over an increased area.
They built this new road to satisfy the demand of water for Phnom Penh people and Kandal people surrounding Phnom Penh.
Even in the rainy season, when sudden squalls are common, construction of the Nirat water treatment plant moves forward. In order to replicate the successful example of Phnom Penh in other regional cities around Cambodia, JICA is supporting capacity development of the maintenance and management of water utilities in 8 provincial cities. Personnel from the Phnom Penh Water Supply Authorities serve as instructors, helping train the technical staff of other water utilities. The Republic of Senegal is located at the westernmost tip of the African continent. "250 kilometers northeast of the capital Dakar, a typical day begins in the village of Mukmuk. Twice a day, in the morning and evening, people and livestock gather at the water tower to fetch water. The water supply facility, built with Japanese assistance, provides an uninterrupted supply of clean water. For more than 30 years, Japan has been supporting improvement of water supplies and sanitation in Senegal.
Cette coopération a eu comme résultat beaucoup d'ouvrages, plus de 130 ouvrages. Donc, forages multivillages ont été réalisés au cours de cette période, ce qui représente environ près de 2 millions de personnes ont été desservies et dans les milieux les plus défavorisés.
Once constructed, the water supply facility must continue to provide water, so maintenance is vital.
Véritablement, aujourd'hui, on peut dire que la coopération japonaise s'est illustrée, en tout cas dans ce domaine de l'hydraulique rurale, en réalisant des ouvrages, mais en accompagnant l'État du Sénégal pour assurer une pérennité et une meilleure utilisation de ces ouvrages-là par les populations auxquelles ils sont destinés.
Since 2003, the PEPTAC project has pursued the following 3 objectives. ASUFOR is the name for local water management associations run by villagers who carry out maintenance on the water supply facility. But maintenance requires money. Running the pumps requires electricity, which must be paid for, as must repairs when things break. To secure these funds, water fees must be collected. In Mukmuk village, which has been part of the project supported by JICA, water supply facilities have been well maintained. When the time comes to collect water fees, ASUFOR members go around to read the water meters, write up bills, and deliver them to households.
nit ñi ñuy fay moom ndax dafa am délai bu ñu def comme ça le 28 lañu relevé suñu relevé le 28 dañ leen di bàyyi ba le 10 bu ñu demee ba le 10 nag ku fayut dafa am ay bon de coupure yu ñu teg moo tax loolu moo ñu si dimbale bu ñu demee ba le 10 boo fayut dañ lay amaan 1000 francs moo tax encaissement bi moom sonaluñu moom wax dëgg yàlla ñu ngi encaissé normal.
Greater transparency and a democratic style of management, including collection of water fees and handling of penalties in ways agreed on by villagers, are all factors in the success of these associations' autonomous operation and maintenance. When ASUFOR properly operates and maintains water supply facilities, it contributes to the vitality of a community. JICA encourages excess water to be put to good use in growing vegetables and raising livestock to boost incomes. In this village, Japanese volunteers have been dispatched by JICA. In the vicinity of the water tower, women's groups manage cooperative gardens, which grew out of water management activities. This is an effort to boost household income through the use of water. The volunteers here teach vegetable farming methods.
その時期になったらこれをしてくださいとか、今だったらこの苗を作りましょうっていうのを指導したり、やっぱり畑の作業だったらその適作業っていうのがすごく大事になってくるし、でそれによって水の量を使いすぎたりっていうことがあるんで、はい、だからすごくその時期に堆肥を入れるとか、その時期に収穫するとか、そういうことを指導してます。はい。
The cash income from this activity helps water fees be paid promptly and supplies money for water system maintenance. JICA supports the water supply initiatives as a launchpad for community building through improved household finances. Supplying safe, clean water is important, but that alone is not enough to combat infectious disease. In areas where a water supply system is in place, maintaining a sanitary environment is an important part of keeping the water clean. This entails building toilets and ending the practice of open defecation. Encouraging hand washing with clean water is also important. JICA supports both water supply and sanitation. Japanese volunteers conduct campaigns in schools and villages to raise awareness about good hygiene.
ci biir kër gi waa ci biti ndax aram ñëwoon na fi di leen jàngaloo lool ngeen raxas seen loxo ak saabu ndax jàngoro bi mi ngi law.
bu ñëkkee añ bi dañuy def ndoxu omo ak ndoxu set bu ñëwee njëkk raxas si ndox bu set bi si omo bi dem raxas beneen bi def añ boobu ba léegi feebaru choléra bi amatu fi léegi waaw ak biir bi metti amatu.
Even if people have safe water and toilets, failure to improve hygiene practices will make it impossible to maintain a sanitary environment. Contamination of drinking water is one way that pathogens can be introduced into the human body and harm one's health. A sustainable water supply with regular maintenance of facilities, along with adoption of toilets and practices like hand washing, are all part of the efforts toward improved sanitation that JICA supports. The Socialist Republic of Vietnam is located on the eastern side of the Indochina Peninsula. Tuat Tien Huay Province in the central region of Vietnam has a population of about 1.1 million people. Hue, the provincial capital, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In Hue, water is safe to drink directly from the tap. Tuat Tien Huay Province was the first in Vietnam to receive a declaration of safe drinking water. Most of its population enjoys drinkable tap water.
Mấy người ví dụ uống cũng được nhưng mà mấy người trẻ thì uống thường hơn, còn mấy người già là người ta kỹ hơn. Mấy người già là người ta phải đun chứ người ta cũng ngại. Nhưng mà mình thì thấy uống bình thường.
Trưa em đi đạp xích lô, trưa nào lên đây lấy nước này uống.
An toàn thực phẩm là cái trên hết của những cái ngành mà kinh doanh về ăn uống, cũng giống như là trong đó có cà phê thì về nước là một cái điều kiện là vô cùng quan trọng.
In 2003, JICA partnered with the Yokohama Waterworks Bureau on a project to build the capabilities of the Hue Water Company in order to achieve a declaration of safe drinking water.
Về công bố cấp nước an toàn thì chúng tôi được sự giúp đỡ của JICA, nhưng đồng thời có sự hướng dẫn của Tổ chức Thế giới. Chúng tôi đã thực hiện 10 bước. Trong đó thì nâng cao cái công nghệ tại xử lý nước tại các nhà máy xử lý nước, đặc biệt là giám sát cái lưu vực của sông để đảm bảo cấp nước an toàn.
Thì nhờ có những cái hỗ trợ của các cái trang thiết bị từ JICA thì chúng tôi có thể là nâng số chỉ tiêu phân tích lên được, và các cái thông số phân tích nó có độ chính xác cao hơn nhờ có những cái máy móc thiết bị có chất lượng cao, thì kết quả nó cho ra những cái con số đáng tin cậy, và chính nhờ cái hỗ trợ đó thì chúng tôi mới là có thể là bảo đảm được cái cấp nước an toàn.
JICA is now implementing a project to replicate the success of Tua Tien Hue province in other areas. The newly constructed Training Center for Water Sector in the Central Region is a facility for hands-on training to enhance the skills of the staff of water supply companies.
Vai trò trung tâm tôi trong dự án thì là tổ chức các cái khóa đào tạo bồi dưỡng ngắn hạn cho các 18 công ty cấp nước miền Trung về 4 lĩnh vực chính. Thứ nhất là lĩnh vực về quản lý chất lượng nước, thứ hai là lĩnh vực quản lý phân phối nước, thứ ba là lĩnh vực vận hành bảo trì thiết bị ngành nước, và cuối cùng là lĩnh vực tài chính, lĩnh vực hành chính và dịch vụ khách hàng. Đây là 4 cái lĩnh vực chủ đạo cho ngành nước.
The Hue Water Company holds workshops on creating operational handbooks for water systems. In the case of Tua Tien Hue Province, an operating handbook created in cooperation with a JICA project was a milestone that led to the declaration of safe drinking water.
フェーズ1の時にやはりその水安全宣言、水安全計画の実施のために必要だということで各分野で整備を始めたのが最初です。そこでなかなかいいものができた。だからこういうものがなければいけないんだということを他の水道事業体に広げていきたい。
The 5 water utilities taking part in the workshops serve areas of all different sizes with different operating conditions and water sources. So each utility needs its own operation handbook.
自分のその事業体の事情に合わせたハンドブックを作らないと、そのハンドブックに基づいて職員が仕事するわけですから、あんまりかっこいいものばっかり作っても実際に実施できないものを作っても意味がないわけですね。ですから事情の違うところを集めて、それぞれの特色をちゃんと出してもらう。
Pu Duc Bin is a participant from Can Hoa Province. He says he learns a lot listening to the experiences and expertise of personnel from other water utilities.
Tư vấn của các chuyên gia JICA Nhật Bản giúp cho công tác xây dựng các sổ tay vận hành, và sau cái đợt hội thảo này thì chúng tôi cũng sẽ về để chỉnh sửa lại các nội dung cho nó phù hợp và sẽ vận dụng trong cái công tác vận hành sản xuất nước hàng ngày.
About 700 kilometers south of Tua Tien Hue, the Can Hoa Water Company has adopted operation handbooks and is already seeing concrete results.
Ví dụ như là mọi người đều làm theo một cái quy trình chung, nhất. Hai nữa là nó sẽ chất lượng nước của mình sẽ được cải thiện đáng kể. Tí nữa thì có cái sổ về nhật ký vận hành của thiên nhiên thì mấy vị có thể là tham khảo. Thứ ba nữa là sẽ giảm được cái chi phí trong quá trình sản xuất, như là giảm được hóa chất, chi phí về hóa chất, chi phí về điện năng, thậm chí là chi phí về hao mòn về thiết bị máy móc.
The Can Hoa Water Company also holds internal training sessions for its personnel to ensure everyone is familiar with the contents of the handbook. JICA continues to support efforts like this that seek to provide the people of Vietnam with clean, safe drinking water. The Socialist Republic of Vietnam is located on the eastern side of the Indochina Peninsula.Tua Tien Huy province suffers from frequent and severe natural disasters such as floods and landslides. Its geography and climate have much in common with Japan, making it a suitable place to benefit from Japan's experience and expertise in disaster prevention. From 2009 through 2012, JICA carried out a project to strengthen disaster preparedness in the province. With JICA's support, flood simulations were conducted that accounted for changes in rainfall patterns and sea level due to climate change.
Thì đối với cái mô hình lũ này thì tùy theo cái địa bàn phức tạp, tùy theo cái địa bàn và địa hình của tỉnh, rồi thì cái mức độ phân bố của các trạm khí tượng thủy văn, rồi cái vị trí của các hồ chứa, và cũng như là các nguồn số liệu về địa hình cũng như là về khí tượng thủy văn để xây dựng nên cái mô hình lũ này.
Training was carried out to empower Vietnamese personnel to use the simulation model independently, and now they perform their own flood simulations and supply the information to Vietnam's Hydrometeorological Center.
Thì chúng tôi sử dụng cái mô hình này đầu tiên là hiệu quả hàng năm là chúng tôi có thường 3 đến 5 cơn lũ. Thì cán bộ phía trung tâm dự báo khí tượng thủy văn đã sử dụng mô hình này để dự báo, cảnh báo lũ cho nhân dân tỉnh Thừa Thiên Huế của chúng tôi.
The results of the flood simulations have been incorporated intoTua Tien Huy Province's Integrated Flood Management Plan, developed with the support of JICA. JICA not only supports improving disaster prevention capability at the government level, it also promotes the concept of community-based disaster prevention, enhancing people's own abilities to protect themselves against disaster. A crucial factor is how citizens should react when flood-related information is released by the government. The community of Quang An, about 15 kilometers from Central Hue, is creating hazard maps as one of its community-based disaster prevention measures. By making hazard maps, local residents deepen their understanding of disaster prevention.
Ví dụ như ở cái bảng màu đỏ là mức nước của lũ là về dưới 3 mét, và những cái màu khác còn lại thì là dưới 2 mét chẳng hạn. Và khi cần thiết là bà con người ta thấy là biết đó để người ta phòng tránh và di dời. Và tất nhiên cái này chúng tôi cũng thấy cũng rất là hay, bởi vì là thông qua cái vẽ bản đồ hiểm họa này thì người dân là đã nhận thức được đầy đủ về phòng chống giảm nhẹ thiên tai trên địa bàn.
Some communities have decided to build their own evacuation centers. This one is newly built with the support of JICA and is also used as a community meeting hall. JICA also supports planning for new roads on raised mounds that can serve as dikes. This is all part of a multifaceted effort to promote consideration of disaster prevention as standard practice in all sectors of development. In disaster-prone central Vietnam, the insights and outcomes from this project are contributing to the sustainable development of the region. Worldwide, 780 million people are without access to safe drinking water. 2.5 billion people are without access to toilets. JICA is also working to solve these problems. By strengthening water utilities, JICA is helping in the reduction of non-revenue water ratios and the supply of clean, fresh water to more and more people.
Nặc máy nó hồ sạc trong đó rồi. Nó nặc dân tiền trả trái chứa lại, còn nặc dân này chắc có nặc máy mốt.
JICA makes it possible for communities to maintain their own water supply facilities, to install toilets and avoid open defecation, and to adopt hand washing and other hygienic practices.
Biñ ko commencé léegi ñu ngi koy def ñu duggee douche tamit dañuy raxas seen loxo ak saabu balaa ñuy lekk tamit dañ leen di defal ñu raxasu ak saabu bu ñu lekkee ba pare raxasu ak saabu mais buñ fooyee ba ñëw tamit balaa ñu ñëw si kër gi dañuy raxasu tamit ak saabu.
JICA is supporting communities as they establish their own flood protection measures with the support of government. And JICA's support of integrated water resources management promotes a comprehensive approach to water-related problems that encompasses many sectors and many stakeholders, from governments to local citizens.